I went through the first and second worlds, seeing the Buddha fruit, but now I'm going to level up in the third world, from level 1500 to the maximum level. I finally made it to the third world for the first time, and now we can start leveling up since my fruit is fully awakened with all the attacks. Besides having a new fighting style, that's going to be enough for us to reach the maximum level. But before anything else, before we start defeating the enemy, I need to buy double XP because the normal way is going to take a long time, and I'm going to end up buying 12 hours of double XP. The normal way is going to take a long time, and I'm going to end up buying 12 hours of double XP. I hope that's enough for us to reach the maximum level because 12 hours is a lot of time. I already managed to treat myself and now it's just the PAI, straight away. In a short time, I gained enough level to face the BOYs. Defeating the BOYs is easy. We defeated our first boss just like it was in the first second. So far, I've only taken one hit and in no time, we already managed to defeat our first boss. And it was way faster than I thought. I don't really like this mission because there's no boss for us to face. All the NPCs are really far apart from each other. It's also very far from the mission. And the second mission is even further away because it's up on that mountain. I'm leveling up pretty fast, but I think if I get the boss item that drops on this island, I'll be able to level up even faster since I'll be able to move around much quicker too. After 5 tries, I finally got the pilot's helmet. It's going to make us run faster. It'll be quicker to grab the mission and defeat the enemy. I can already face the boss because I leveled up enough, but I had to come to a public server because he wasn't spawned in my server. But now that we have found our enemy, we can face it and defeat it.
The Buddha fruit is so strong that we're going to take him down without even getting defeated and really fast.
This is the most important part. And the best part is that we leveled up 3 levels all at once. I reached level 1700, and the next island we're going to level up on will be the Great Tree. I have 10 hours and 20 minutes of double XP to reach max level. I managed to unlock the boss mission. I just don't know if he's already spawned. It's probably not, and I'm going to have to switch servers. Fortunately, he's not here. In this one, the boss is already spawned and we just need to take him down. And I still have almost 10 hours left for us to reach max level. I'm scared that I won't be enough, but I'm leveling up so fast with the Buddha fruit that I believe it's going to be more than enough. And we still have 2 or 3 hours left at the end of this mission. But now we defeated the boss really easily. I think all the bosses here in the third world that we face will be really easy to defeat. As soon as I defeat this next enemy, we'll be leveled up enough to go to the next island, which is right at the Turtle Island. I already got my really nice boat, and now it's just a matter of sailing to our next mission. Now on the Turtle Island, we grab the mission from this NPC, and by talking to him, we'll have 2 missions to complete. But as soon as we finish all the missions, pick up another mission on the same island. And as soon as I finish this mission, we'll be able to go to the next NPC that continues on this island. It's close to the mansion, but before I do the next mission, I'm going to test my luck by spinning for a fruit. And I hope have enough luck to get a mythical fruit. And unfortunately, I got a smoke fruit. This is going to be our next mission. And unlike the last one, this time, we're going to have a boss to face. Finishing up another mission, be able to face the boss. And this one, I consider one of the strongest bosses here in Blox Fruits. And when I say strong boss, I mean mission boss, because raid bosses are stronger than him. But if we can defeat him without getting defeated, Buddha fruit really is the best fruit for us to level up. So far, I haven't taken any hits. He's already below half health. I took my first hit, but I still haven't died. And with a few more hits, we managed to finish him off successfully. And it didn't even take a minute for us to defeat him. And now that I remembered that my observation hockey is the weakest hockey we have, I practically defeated the boss just using the fruit and the fighting style. Of course, the observation hockey and the armament hockey helped me, but it was mainly the fruit. I hadn't even noticed, but now I have a level to switch missions again. But I'm going to keep leveling here on Turtle Island. But this time I'm going to level up on this other mission. Now at level 1950, we can already face a new boss. The only problem with this boss is that I think he's the hardest one for us to face. Besides this boss dealing a lot of damage, he also has 2 lives. This is going to be the most complicated part.
Of course, the guy had to come and mess with me, not just 1, but 2 at the same time.
Unfortunately, I ended up on this other island, and by the time I get back to Turtle Island, they probably would have already defeated the boss. And I didn't deal enough damage to earn the XP and complete the mission. I dealt enough damage to complete the mission too. I managed to level up 3 times in one go. But this time I had the help of 2 people, so if I try to do it alone, it's going to be a lot harder. I'm back, and this time I'm going to face him alone, and I want to see if I can defeat him without getting defeated. I've already managed to bring him down to half health, but we're still on his first life. He just entered his second life, and that was my first attack where I ended up taking damage. With one attack I could end up dying, but he's already at half of his second life. Any attack could take me down, but we're also really close to defeating this boss. Unfortunately, I was defeated. He has very little health left. Now that I realize I don't have the checkpoint saved back on Turtle Island, so I'm going to have to go all the way back again, and by the time I face the boss again, he had already regained all his health. I tried to face the boss 5 more times, and every time I tried, I ended up dying. Finally, I was able to defeat him. This was the first boss to take us down while I used the Buddha fruit, and only when I saved the spawn point here on this island and got defeated and managed to come back before he regained his health was I really able to defeat him. And this is the first boss that managed to take us down while I was using the Buddha fruit. Now at level 1975, we can level up in the haunted castle. And unfortunately, on this island, we won't have a boss to defeat, but we have 2 NPCs with missions. We're going to be able to level up a lot just on this island. The best part of this island is the bones we can collect defeating our enemies. And after we collect 50 or more, we can talk to this NPC. And by talking to him, we can get some rewards. In my case, I managed to get 17,000 in cash, and we can also get fragments and double XP. I've already leveled up enough to leave this island, but before that, I'm going to spend all my bones to see what I can get. I'm going to have 6 tries to see what I can end up getting, and on the first try, we already got a fire essence. On the second try, we got a fragment. On the third try, we got another fire essence. That's what I call luck. This time we got money, and we managed to get an item that only this NPC drops. And now my last attempt, and we're going to end up getting more fragments. On this island, there's a boss, but he's not one that we can get a mission from. But with this fire, we can already spawn him. Just get close to this thing, and we'll be able to spawn it. He has over 200,000, but I believe it won't be that hard for us to take him down. I'm almost able to defeat him, but he's also close to defeating us. And I hope to defeat him before I get defeated. And there's a chance he drops his sword, which is a mythical sword. It's a pretty complicated sword to get, and in the end, I ended up dying. But now that he only has 16,000 health left, it's going to be easy for us to take him down. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it, but we managed to get another accessory that only this guy drops. And the next island we're going to level up on is the Peanut Island. To be honest, I don't really like leveling up much on this island with the transformation, since the island isn't that big, and there's a lot on it. And when we transform, the island ends up feeling small compared to our size. This is also an island that doesn't have a boss for us to face. Now at level 21 and 26, we're heading to the next island, and on this island, even though it's not that big, we're going to have a boss to face. And it's the last boss we have here in Blox Fruits. Now I can face the boss, and unlike the last one, I believe I won't die against this one. The only thing I need to do is defeat this boss as quickly as possible and avoid all his attacks.
Or at least most of them.
The only problem for me to avoid these attacks is our size. It's easy to hit us because we're so big. I'm really low on health, but the boss is too. I believe that I'm the one who's going to die here before the boss does. Actually, that didn't happen. I managed to defeat them without being defeated. And we can switch islands once again. And our next island is going to be this island here with Katakuri. It's a candy island. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called. It's going to be our next island that I'm going to level up on. And unfortunately, this island here, like the next ones, won't have any boys for us to face. Finishing off these 2 NPCs, we're going to successfully complete this island. And now we can go to the next island. And our next island is going to be this chocolate island. The best part about this island is that we can face all the NPCs at once, and we can defeat them very easily and very quickly. Last enemy for us to finally switch islands. And now our next island is going to be this snow island behind the chocolate island. Actually, it's not just a snow island, but a candy island. The good thing about this island is that everything is close to each other. And it turns out the island isn't that big either. I unlocked another island, and this island here is going to be our last one to reach the maximum level. After so much grinding, we're finally going to reach the maximum level. And if everything goes well, there will still be 2 hours of WXP left, which is a lot. And this here is our last island. I don't like it very much. It has a rain sound that is very nice at first, but after you've been here for more than 30 minutes, that noise starts to get a bit annoying. Defeating our last enemy to finally reach the maximum level, which is full 2550. And our mission with the Buddha fruit has been successfully completed. We managed to master and unlock all of its abilities. We fully awakened them. I managed to get 600 mastery in our fighting style, and it was a good fruit for us to level up, especially to face boys. There were some boys that I ended up dying to, but even so, it helped us defeat them. If it were with any other fruit, I would probably end up dying several times without being able to defeat him. But that's it. Let me know what you thought, and see you in the next video.